Hush, sitting by the fireplace on a winter night. The cold is outside, and you are inside, and the fire has been burning for a long time. You stepped in from the winter night, from the sharp air and the dark, and perhaps the snow. And you closed the door behind you, and the first thing you felt was the warmth. It wrapped around you like a welcome. It did not ask anything of you. It simply said, "You are safe here. You can rest now." You have settled into a chair near the fireplace. A deep chair with a soft blanket over your legs and a cushion behind your back. The fire is not too close and not too far. It is exactly where it needs to be, close enough to warm you, far enough to let you breathe, to let you watch the flames without feeling their heat on your face unless you want to. Outside, the world is frozen or falling. Snow on the ground, perhaps, or frost on the windows, or wind in the trees. But inside the room, everything is soft and warm. The walls are solid. The roof holds. The fire keeps burning, and you keep sitting. And nothing needs to change for a very long time. You remember the moment you came. The rush of cold air had followed you through the door. The way you stamped your feet or shook the snow from your coat. The way the warmth hit your face and you almost sighed out loud. Someone may have greeted you, or you may have been alone. But either way, the room was waiting. The chair, the fire, the blanket folded over the armrest, and you knew that you could stay as long as you needed. Winter would still be there when you opened the door again, but for now, winter could wait. You notice the smell of the room. Wood smoke, yes, but also something else. Perhaps the faint scent of pine from the logs, or the clean smell of a space that has been closed against the cold, or simply the smell of warmth itself, of safety, of a place where the body can finally stop defending itself. You look around the room, the way the firelight reaches into the corners and then retreats, the way the shadows move when the flames shift, the way the ceiling is dark above you but the walls glow with a soft orange light. There may be a rug on the floor, or a bookshelf against one wall, or a painting or a photograph, something that makes the room feel lived in, chosen, made for moments like this. You do not need to name or count these things. You only need to feel that the room is complete, that it has everything it needs to be a refuge, and that you are welcome in it. You look at the fire. The logs are stacked in the stone hearth, and the flames move around them in slow hypnotic patterns, curling up the sides, reaching toward the chimney, settling back down, then rising again. There is no rush in the fire. There is no hurry. It burns at its own pace, the same pace it has burned at for thousands of years, in thousands of rooms, for thousands of people who needed warmth and light on a cold night. You listen to the sounds of the fire, the soft crackle of wood, the occasional pop or hiss, the low, steady hum of heat moving through the room. These sounds are not loud. They are gentle, almost like a voice that is murmuring something you do not need to understand, only to hear, to feel, to let wash over you. You listen more carefully, and you begin to distinguish different sounds. The dry, papery crackle of bark catching fire, the deeper, slower sound of the heartwood burning, the tiny hiss when a drop of sap or moisture meets the flame. Each sound is part of the fire's conversation with itself. A conversation that has been going on for as long as humans have been building fires, and that will continue as long as there is wood to burn and cold to keep at bay. You are not outside that conversation. You are part of it. You are the one who is being warmed, the one who is being protected, the one who has come in from the cold to sit and listen and rest. You think about fire itself, how it has been a companion to humans for so long that it is almost part of who we are, how it has given us light and heat and a place to gather, how it has been both necessary and beautiful, both practical and sacred. Here, in this fireplace, the fire is only kind. It does not threaten. It does not demand. It simply burns. And in burning, it gives. And in giving, it allows you to receive warmth, to receive light, to receive the simple message that you are worth keeping safe, that you are worth the wood and the effort and the room that was built to hold you. You hold your hands out toward the fire, not too close, and you feel the warmth on your palms and on your fingers. Your skin, which was cold when you came in, has begun to warm, and the warmth is spreading from your hands to your arms, from your arms to your chest, from your chest to the rest of your body. You are thawing. You are coming back to yourself. And the fire is doing what fire has always done. You watch the flames for a long time without thinking. You watch the way they move, never the same twice, always shifting, always finding a new shape. And you feel your own thoughts beginning to slow, to settle, to match the pace of the fire. There is no need to plan or decide or solve anything tonight. There is only the fire and the warmth and the gentle pull toward rest. You think about the wood, how it was once part of a tree, how it was cut and split and stacked, how it has been waiting for this moment to become light and heat and comfort for someone who needed it. You did not have to earn this warmth. You did not have to do anything to deserve. You only had to come in from the cold, and the moon was here, and the fire was here, and now you are here, and that is enough. Fire crackling, soft wind outside, very faint room tone after a while. You reach for the drink on the table beside you. Tea, perhaps, or cocoa, or something warm that someone left for you, or that you made for yourself. The cup or mug is still warm in your hands. You lift it to your lips and take a slow sip, and the warmth goes all the way down through your throat, into your chest, into the place where the cold had settled and is now melting away. You hold the cup for a long time, not drinking quickly, just sipping when you want to, feeling the warmth in your hands and the warmth in your mouth and the warmth of the fire on your face. You have nowhere else to be. No one is waiting for you. You can sit here until the drink is gone, until the fire burns low, until you are ready to close your eyes and sleep. You look around the room, the way the firelight moves across the walls, the way the shadows gather in the corners, the way the window shows only darkness or the faint outline of snow. Nothing that demands your attention. The room is simple. It has what it needs: a chair, a fire, a blanket, a drink, a place to rest. And you have what you need: warmth, safety, silence, and the permission to do nothing at all. You take another sip of your drink, and you notice the taste, perhaps the bitterness of tea, or the sweetness of cocoa, or the mild warmth of something that has no name, but simply says you are cared for. You think about the person who made it, if someone did, how they took the time to heat the water, to pour it, to leave it where you would find it. Small acts of kindness. No one had to do that. And yet, they were done. And now you are the recipient. And the warmth in your hands is not only the warmth of the cup, but the warmth of being thought of being provided for, of not having to do everything alone. You set the cup back on the table, and you lean your head against the chair. The cushion is soft. It holds the shape of your head, and you feel supported, not just by the chair, but by the whole room, by the fire, by the fact that someone at some point decided that this place should exist, that there should be a room with a fireplace where people could come in from the cold and rest. You are part of that decision now. You are the reason it was made, and the fire is burning for you. Fire, soft wind, silence. You turn your head toward the window. You cannot see much outside. Perhaps the shape of a tree, or the soft fall of snow, or only the black of night. But you can feel the cold out there, the way it presses against the glass, the way it reminds you that you are that you have a place where the cold cannot reach you. The window might be frosted at the edges, or covered with a thin layer of ice, or clear enough to show the stars. It does not matter. If there is frost, you might notice the patterns it has made, feathery random, like a map of a country no one has ever visited. And you might think about how the cold has been pressing against the glass all night, trying to get in, and how the glass has held, how the room has held, how you are on the right side of that barrier. What matters is the line between inside and outside, the line between warm and cold, the line between safe and exposed. You are on the right side of that line. You have crossed over, and the fire behind you is the proof you are not in the winter anymore. You are in a room that the winter can't touch. You pull the blanket a little higher on your legs. The fabric is soft, wool, perhaps, or fleece, or something that holds heat and holds you at the same time. You have always loved blankets on winter nights. You have always loved the feeling of being wrapped. You listen to the wind outside. If there is wind, the way it presses against the walls, the way it sometimes finds a crack or a gap and whistles softly, reminding you that the cold is still there, that it has not gone away, that it is only the room that is keeping you safe. You are grateful for the walls. You are grateful for the roof. You are grateful for the person who built them, and for the fire that fills them with warmth, and for the blanket that wraps your legs, and for your own willingness to come inside, to accept the warmth, to stop fighting the cold and simply rest. You think about other winter nights when you were a child, perhaps, and someone built a fire for you, or nights when you were in another place, another country, another life, and the winter was different, but the need for warmth was the same. You are connected to all of those nights. You are connected to everyone who has ever sat by a fire in the cold and felt grateful. You are not alone in your need for warmth. You are not alone in your need for rest. And that thought, too, is a kind of warmth. You run your hand over the blanket, the texture of it, the weight of it, and you think about all the hands that have woven or knitted or chosen blankets over the centuries, all the people who have wanted to give others warmth, all the simple acts of care that have made human life possible in cold places. You are the latest in a long line of people who have been cold and then warm, who have been outside and then inside, who have needed rest and found it by a fire. You are not alone in that need. You are not alone in that finding. And the blanket, like the fire, like the room, is proof that someone, maybe many someones, has thought about people like you, has made a place for you, has decided that warmth and rest are worth building and worth maintaining, even when the world outside is frozen and dark. Fire, soft wind, winter night. The fire has burned a little lower now. The flames are shorter, softer, and the logs have begun to glow from within. Red and orange at the edges, dark in the center, slowly turning from wood into ash and heat and light. You watch them without thinking. You think about how many fires have burned in this fireplace, How many winter nights have been spent in this room? How many people have sat where you are sitting and felt the same warmth, the same relief, the same relief, the same gratitude for walls and roof, and the simple miracle of a flame that does not go out? You are not the first to need this. You will not be the last. The fireplace does not belong to you, but tonight it is yours. Yours to sit by, yours to be warmed by, yours to remember when the winter feels too long and you need to remind yourself that warmth exists, that safety exists, that rest is always possible if you can find a room and a fire and a... You notice that the room has grown quieter, or perhaps you have grown quieter. Your thoughts slowing down, your breath deepening, your body settling into the chair as if it has always been here, as if it has never had to fight the cold or run from anything. This is what rest feels like. This is what it feels like to stop. And the fire, with its gentle crackle and its steady glow, is the proof that you have permission to stay stopped, to sit still, to do nothing at all until you are ready to move again. You watch the way the fire never stays the same. The way it is always moving, always changing, and yet always there, always burning, always giving. You think about the people who built this fireplace, who chose these stones, who laid them one by one, who made a place for the fire to live so that people could live around it. You do not know theirs. You do not know their stories, but you feel grateful to them, as if they built it for you, as if they knew that one night you would need exactly this, a circle of stone, a stack of wood, a flame that does not go out. You think about winter, how it has always been a time of turning inward, of staying close to the fire, of resting and waiting for the light to return. You are not fighting the winter. You are not wishing it away. You are simply sitting with it, letting it be cold outside while you are warm inside, letting the season do what it does while you do what you need to do. Rest, recover. Remember what it feels like to be safe. You think about adding another log to the fire, and perhaps you do, leaning forward, placing the wood carefully, watching the flames reach for it and begin to wrap around it. Or perhaps you simply watch the existing logs burn, knowing that they will last a little longer, that the room will stay warm, that you have time. You think about the word enough. How often in life you feel that you do not have enough time, enough rest, enough warmth. But here, by the fire, there is enough. There is enough heat to fill the room. There is enough light to see by. There is enough silence to hear your own breath, to hear the crackle of the fire, to hear the soft settling of the house around you. You do not need to take it with you when you go. You only need to feel it now, and trust that the feeling will remain somewhere inside you, like an ember that can be blown back into flame when the world becomes too cold. You notice your body again, how your shoulders have dropped, how your hands have uncurled, how your jaw has loosened and your face has softened. You did not try to make this happen. The fire did it. The room did it. The simple act of sitting still, of not running, of not fighting, of allowing yourself to be warm. That did it. Your body knows how to relax when you give it the chance. It has been waiting for you to come in from the cold. Fire. Very soft crackle. Silence, your eyes are growing heavy. You have been sitting here for a long time. An hour, perhaps, or two. And the warmth has done its work. Your body has relaxed. Your mind has slowed. The fire has become a companion, a presence, something that has been with you all evening and will still be there when you close your eyes. You could get up and go to bed. You could walk to another room, pull back the covers, and lie down in the dark. But you are not ready yet. You want to sit here a little longer, to feel the fire a little longer, to let the transition from waking to sleeping happen slowly, gently. In this chair, in this light, in this light, in the room. You think about the blanket on your legs, how it has been holding your warmth all evening, how it has become a second skin between you and the room, how you could wrap it around your shoulders if you wanted to, or pull it up to your chin, or simply leave it where it is and let it do its job. Small comforts. They do not change the world, but they change the way you experience the world. The difference between shivering and warm, between exposed and held, between alone and accompanied by something that asks nothing of you except to receive. You think about tomorrow, whether the snow will still be falling, whether you will need to go out again, whether the fire will need to be lit again and or will still be glowing from tonight. But you do not need to plan. You do not need to worry. Tomorrow will come when it comes. For now, your only job is to sit here, to feel the warmth, to let the evening complete itself in its own time. And when the time comes to go to bed, you will know. Your body will tell you. Your eyes will tell you. The fire will have burned low enough that the room is ready to release you into sleep. You take a last sip of your drink, if there's any left, or you simply hold the cup for a moment, feeling the last of its warmth, and then you set it down. You have had enough. The warmth has done its work. Your body has thawed. Your mind has slowed. And the transition from the cold world to the warm room is complete. You are no longer arriving. You have arrived. And the fire, with its gentle crackle and its steady glow, is the witness to that arrival. The proof that you made it, that you came in, that you allowed yourself to be warmed, and now you are ready for whatever comes next, whether that is another hour by the fire or the slow walk to the bed and the long, deep sleep that is waiting for you there. You think about the people you love, where they are on this winter night, whether they are warm, whether they have a fire or a heater or someone to hold them. You send them a silent wish, not prayer, not a demand, just a gentle thought, like a breath sent out into the cold. You hope they are safe. You hope they have what they need. And they let the thought go. And you return to the fire, to the blanket, to the simple fact of being here. You think about time, how it seems to move differently by the fire. On a normal day, time might feel like it is rushing or dragging or slipping away. Here, time feels like it has expanded. There is enough of it. You could sit in this chair for an hour or for 5 minutes, and it would not matter, because the fire does not measure time in minutes or hours. The fire measures time in logs, in flames, in the slow transformation of wood into light and heat. In you can measure time in breaths, in sips of your drink, and the number of times you watch the flames rise and fall. You think about gratitude, not as a list of things to be thankful for, but as a feeling, a deep sense of appreciation for this room, this fire, this moment when the cold is outside and you are inside and nothing is asked of you. You are grateful for the person who built the fireplace. You are grateful for the person who cut the wood. You are grateful for the person who left the blanket on the chair and the drink on the table. If anyone did, and you let your eyes close for a moment, and you feel the fire through your eyelids, the faint red glow, the warmth on your face, and you know that even when you cannot see it, the fire is still there. You'll keep burning. It will keep warming the room. And when you open your eyes again, it will still be there, unchanged, patient, ready to receive you back. Fire, silence, very soft wind. When you are ready, you stand up slowly. You leave the blanket on the chair, or you take it with you, and you walk toward the bed. The fire is still burning behind you, and you can feel its warmth on your back as you go. And you know that it will keep burning for a while longer, that the room will stay warm, that you have left nothing behind that needs you. You lie down in a bed that is soft and waiting. The sheets are cool at first, then warm as your body heat spreads into them. You pull the covers up, thick covers, winter covers, and you feel the weight of them on your shoulders and your chest, the same weight that has comforted you on every cold night you can remember. You can still see the fire from here, the glow in the doorway, or the faint light on the wall. or you can close your eyes and simply remember it. The flames, the crackle, the warmth that wrapped around you and told you that you were safe. The fire will keep burning. The room will keep warming. And you can let go now. You can close your eyes. You can drift into the sleep that has been waiting for you all evening. You think about the fire one more time, how it will burn for a while longer, how it will eventually go out or be banked for the night, how the room will slowly cool, but still hold the memory of warmth for hours. You do not need to tend it. You do not need to worry about it. Someone else may tend it, or it may tend itself, or it may simply burn down to embers and glow until morning. Whatever happens, you have had what you needed. An evening by the fire, a body that has thawed, a heart that has been reminded that warmth exists, that safety exists, that rest is possible even in the winter. You think about the blanket you are under, how it is different from the one you had in the chair perhaps, or the same one you brought with you. And you feel its weight, its softness, its promise that you will be warm all night, that the cold will not find you here, that you have done the work of coming in and sitting down, and now you receive the reward. Fire, very soft. Silence, you close your eyes. Behind them, the fire is still there. Not the real fire, perhaps, but the memory. Your breath slows. Your shoulders sink into the mattress. Your hands, which were holding the blanket or the cup, are now open, resting at your sides, and they have nothing to hold anymore except the warmth they have absorbed from the fire and the room. You think about winter, how long it can feel, how dark, how cold, and you think about how tonight you have found a way through it. You have found a room. You have found a fire. You have found a chair, and a blanket, and a drink, and the permission to rest. That is enough. That is more than enough. Your thoughts grow softer. They drift like smoke from the fire. Here for a moment, then gone, then here again in a different form. You do not follow them. You let them go. The fire has taught you that tonight nothing needs to be held. Nothing needs to be solved. Everything can simply burn or rest or fade into the warmth. You feel the weight of the blankets on your body, not heavy, but present, like the weight of the warmth that has been filling the room all evening. You feel the softness of the pillow under your head, supporting you, holding you, asking nothing of you. You feel the stillness of the house, the way it has settled for the night, the way it holds you and the fire and the winter all at once, each in its place, each doing what it does, and you are in the place of rest, and that is exactly where you need to be. Your breath continues to slow. Your heart continues to calm. The image of the fire grows softer in your mind. The flames become a glow. The glow becomes a warmth. The warmth becomes a feeling that has no shape, but simply is, like the darkness behind your eyes, like the silence in the room, like the peace. You remember one more thing. The moment you first sat down in the chair, when the warmth of the fire reached you and you felt your shoulders drop, that is still with you. It is the seed of everything that came after. The sitting, the drinking, the watching, the resting. You do not need to remember every detail of the evening. You only need to remember that once you came in from the cold and sat by the fire, and you were warm, and you were safe. That is enough to carry you into sleep. That is enough to carry you through the night. Silence, very soft fire, your body grows heavier in the best way. The way that means you are finally letting go. Cold is outside. The fire is in the other room, or in your memory, or both. You are here in this bed, under these covers, and the winter cannot reach you. You think about the chair you left, the indentation your body made in the cushion, the blanket you left folded or crumpled, the empty cup on the table. They will still be there in the morning. The room will still be there. The fireplace will be cold, perhaps, or someone will have added a log, and the embers will still be glowing. It does not matter. What matters is that you had the evening, that you took the rest, that you came in from the cold and let the fire do its work, and now you are in the bed, and the bed is doing its work, and sleep is coming, and nothing is left to do but receive it. Let the fire go. Let the chair go. Let the blanket and the drink and the flames go. They are not lost. They are simply resting, the same way you are resting now. And when you wake, whether in the middle of the night or in the morning, the fire may have gone out, or it may still be glowing, but the warmth will still be in you, in your bones, in the quiet place behind your eyes. For now, sleep is coming. It is coming the way the warmth came. Slowly, gently, without force. You do not need to reach for it. You only need to allow it. Let your breath slow a little more. Let your body sink a little deeper into the bed. Let the image of the fire fade into a soft orange glow, and then let the glow fade into nothing. You have had a long evening by the fire. You have warmed your hands and your heart. And now you may rest. The winter will still be outside when you wake. The room will still be here. And you may drift as gently as the smoke from the flames into the deep and quiet sleep that has been waiting for you all along. You have done well today. You have come in from the cold. You have sat by the fire and let it warm you. You have taken the rest you needed, and you have not apologized for it, and you have not rushed through it. You have done nothing that was required of you, and you have done everything that was needed, which was simply to be present, to receive the warmth, to allow the winter to be outside while you were inside, safe and still. That is enough. That is more than enough. And now you may rest. The fire will take care of itself, or someone will take care of it. The room will stay as it is. The winter will still be there in the morning, but you will be rested. You will be warm. You will be ready to face it again, or to stay inside a little longer, to sit by the fire again, to remember that you always have the choice to come in from the cold. Good night.